Hey, it's Tom from Texas, and it's time for another Floppy Deep Dive. And today we're going to be doing a new segment called Deal or Dud. I just got in the mail a box full of retro stuff that I got online, and I'm going to go through it and show you everything. And you're going to tell me, did I get a deal or was it a dud? I'll tell you exactly how much I paid for it. I'd be interested to know how much you guys would have paid for this retro stuff. So let's go ahead and open up this box and let's get started. So this episode is sponsored by PCBWay, and this is one of the cards you can get off of PCBWay.com, and you can go out there and do this project yourself. This one I show because I own it because it's a 2-in-1. It has the diagnostic cartridge on it, and it also has the dead test cartridge on it. And I find this to be very, very helpful when I'm having any issues with my Commodore 64. But they got a lot of projects for all different types of computers that you can go out there and do. So I think it's worth checking out. So go out to PCBWay.com. So this came in the mail today. I picked this up. And they always have the Commodore covered, so I don't even know what kind of shape that's in. But I really like just having the gamed boxes, the originals. You know, I've got a lot of the original floppies, but getting the box is a little bit harder. And these aren't in the best shape in the world, but they're not bad. I wanted to show this to you guys, show you what I picked up, show you my recent retro pickups, and just go over some items. So let's look at some of the stuff that's in this box. And like mentioned, he sent 2 joysticks, and I got this joystick that I never had before. It's called the Black Max, and it's another Wicco, and but it's definitely smaller than the regular Wiccos. And I haven't tried it out yet. Like I said, just pulling it out, and we'll give it a shot later. But this one came with it, the Black Max, and then this one I had before, and I'm not a huge fan of the Archer, but this one I had the Archer where it's got the button at the top and the bottom, where the Black Max just has the button at the top. So we'll be testing those to see if they're any good. But those are the 2 joysticks that came with it. And like I said, one of the things that was in there is this Minnesota Fats pool challenge. So let's check this out. So this Minnesota Fats Pool Challenge, this box is flat, but hopefully there's a floppy in it. It has a manual. I don't see the floppy. Hopefully it's in the box, or could have been a cartridge. I'm not sure, but so far this is just an empty box with a manual with it. Minnesota Fats Pool Challenge. Another thing that was in it was Jupiter Landing. I already have Jupiter Landing, and this one does have the cartridge in here. Let's make sure it's the correct cartridge. And it is Jupiter Landing, and I'll test this stuff to make sure that it works. This box is pretty rough. It's seen better days. And what I like to do with these boxes to share, just to share something with you, let me show you something. So I have these plastic containers that I got off of eBay that's the perfect shape for these Commodore 64 boxes, because I got quite a few of them. And I like to put, and you just bend it in the right thing, but I like to put these in there because even though the box is all crumped and trashed, you can get this in a nice shape and preserve the best you can, you know, going forward. And you just adjust the different things and fit it into the slots, and I just haven't got quite that far yet. But where I could have this sit on my shelf, and now it looks much better and much boxier, and it has a, you know, inside this container. So this is how it looks on my shelf, and like I said, just looks neat, looks clean, and even though the boxes were trash, now they look all pretty and stacked much better. So we've got Ford Apocalypse, again, just a box. Wait, I might have a manual too. So far I'm getting boxes and manuals, but I'm not really getting software. So I've got the manual and the special instructions and the cool box. It's too big to fit that clear case I was just showing you. So this one I just don't have the right size to be able to do it. So got that. I think that's really cool. Anytime I can get any kind of software, even if it's just the box and manual, I'm fine. And hopefully maybe it's down here in the bottom. So another thing that I'm really jazzed to get is this Popeye. And this is Popeye cartridge for the Commodore 64. And if you haven't seen my Popeye video, go check that out. It's a must-see. But this box is in pretty good shape and looks really good. Let's hope there's a cartridge in here. I got my manual in here. Oh, and I have a cartridge. So excellent. We'll be testing that out, making sure that all works. But we've got the Popeye with probably the best box I came across so far. So that looks really, really good. Also in this box is Temple of Apshai. So this is my second one. This is one of my original games I got when I was a kid, and I don't have the original. Oh, but here's the difference, a little twist. Instead of a floppy, I've got them all on cassette. So I take it back. I don't have the cassette version, but this is the cassette version of Temple of Apshai. Cool, that gives a little bit of difference, and I'll keep that. This box isn't in too bad of a shape. Next in this box is Decathlon, and Decathlon's by Activision, and this one it's also a cartridge, not a floppy, which is cool. I did not own that. And did it have the manual to it? Yes, sir. So we've got the manual and the cartridge in there, which is great and perfect, just exactly what you need. So that's a nice pickup right there. And next we have Super Smash. So another Commodore 64 cartridge, which is awesome because I'll put my plastic case all around it. And this box isn't in too bad a shape. So this one will really be good preserved in that plastic case. And it's a cartridge also, Super Smash for sure, and it also has the manual in it. So it's a complete collection of Super Smash. So that's a really nice pickup. And we got another Commodore 64 one here, and this one $3.99 from Target, Blueprint. And again, I'll be putting that in that plastic box, and you can see the manual's already coming out, and the manual Blueprint's in there. And let's see, right cartridge, yep. So we got the Blueprint cartridge to go along with it. So again, we'll protect this one. The next game in here is Frogger 2, 3 Deep. Anyway, I did not own this one. Let's see, make sure it's a cartridge and not a, the box is a little bit more tore up. Just try to hold it up for you guys here. We've got manual, we got the summary of play. We've got the cartridge in here, but we also have some cassettes in here. Aardvark Action Software, the Ultimate Computer Cassette. These two cassettes, I found some paperwork that also gets tied to it. So very cool. Some software bonus that was just happened to be in this box. So that turned out to be a good find there also. So another item that was in this box was Sargon 2. And this is, of course, chess. And this one, the box is coming apart a little bit, but it has the manual inside of it, and it also has a cassette. So this whole series of stuff, there's no floppies at all. This person would not have needed a 1541 drive because all he had was cartridges and cassettes, which is cool and fine with me, but pretty cool. I didn't have the original Sargon 2, but I do now. And the box is not in too bad a shape because it's unglued a little bit, but easily repaired on that one. So another item that I got in this was Clowns, another Commodore 64, and this box is in really good shape. Sure enough, we've got Clowns, the manual, and the cassette, and the cartridge, so a complete collection here. So something else that was in here, the next one is this Wizard of War box, but it is completely empty, but I'm still very stoked just to get this Wizard of War box because this is rare. There's not a lot of these out here. You don't see a lot of them. If you have one, I'd like to put it down in the comments and tell me you got one because this is my first one. I've been searching for it. It's one of my favorite games. It actually either came along with our Commodore 64 when I got it back for Christmas, because we always had this cartridge and used to play it on our green screen, but just loved Wizard of War, and I love that box. Might be a cool poster to make too. You didn't think this box was this big, right guys? So it just keeps pulling. It looks like that's all the software, but I got some books. Let's see what we got in here. We've got Tim Hartnell's Creating Simulation Games on Your Computer. Complete program listings for the IBM PC, Apple IIe, and the Commodore 64. Add that to my retro computer games. Here's another one that I have in here. Learning Basic Fast, the revised edition. I have a loose cartridge in here, and it's International Soccer Classic. We recently did a Floppy Deep Dive that included this one, so very, very cool. Dungeons of Magdar, and I think that goes to that cassette that we saw in there. So, and then there's more. There's this manual for Dungeons of Magdar. Cool little drawing on the front there. And then we do have International Soccer for the Commodore 64, and I need to be careful in here because it looks like this has been eaten on by like rats or a mouse or something, right? Good Lord. What the hell is happening there? I didn't even think of that, but I hope the guy didn't send me a rat-infested box. So we've got this magazine looking, the K-Power Collection, 10 awesome, original, unusual, super fantastic computer puzzles and games. Another magazine of Power K, the magazine for the computer generation. A lowdown on piracy and ratings. You see that right there? Another K-Power magazine. I never heard of K-Power magazine, or maybe it's Power K. Maybe I'm saying it backwards. Free poster inside. We'll have to see. Programs for the Atom, the Apple, the Atari, the Commodore, the VIC-20, the TI, the Timex, TRS-80. They did it all with this one. Kind of like my channel. We're trying to go turn into it all, and this one definitely has all of that in there. Here's a interesting letter that's in here. Due to the seemingly uncorrectable errors in Dungeons of Death, we are substituting a new and better Dungeons & Dragons type adventure. It's called Dungeons of Magdar. We are sure you won't be disappointed. So apparently it wasn't quite good enough, but they came back and corrected it. I love this kind of stuff, guys. I hope you enjoy it too. Looking at this old stuff and seeing what they got on there, it's just so interesting to me. Here's the Adventures manual here for Aardvark. So we're finally, oh wait, we got another cartridge. We've got Lazarian. How about that? Don't have a box or anything, but have the cartridge, so that's good. We've got another cartridge in here, folks. So we also have Congo Bongo. That looks like really good. I don't have the box or anything on there, so very cool. Picked up Congo Bongo. This box is just loaded. All right, so we do have the Commodore cassette player right here. We've got a mini gem stick, and it sure is mini. I don't know if it'll work. I'll have to test it. Of course, a big, huge Commodore 64 power supply that I won't use. And now I'm finally down to the Commodore, but there are two keys that are broken off. Well, don't know if this Commodore 64 works at all or anything about it. In fact, like I said, when it was on there, it was buried, but I thought even if it just has parts and I could take chips off of it, so it was worth it with all the other stuff that came with it, right? So did I do a deal or a dud here? I think I did just fine. This Commodore, bummed out that the key right there is broken. He didn't say it was in any kind of working state or anywhere. Like I said, in the picture, it was buried. I just took the chance since it was small. I knew there was going to be something wrong with it. But again, could be parts and pieces and could be fixed. I could fix these and replace these on this keyboard. So who knows? We'll see what we'll do. Could be a project, could be a video. Happy to add it to my collection for that price. So I opened this thing up here just to see, and it's pretty dirty and it's got broken spots on the back of the keyboard and so forth, where where it snaps in the back. All the chips are here. Nothing's ever changed. Everything's seated, so you'd have to unsolder everything to work on this thing. But just wanted to show you what I got here. definitely a project, definitely could just be a parts board, not sure. But you guys tell me, deal or dud? Should I work on it? Send it off to Bill Pelton, let him work on it? What should I do with this one? So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. That's everything that's in that box. I've got other videos just like this, so don't stop here. I'm going to link some more videos that you could check out of my other retro pickups that I'd love to get. Got a lot of different ones that I picked up and I want to share it with you guys. So check those videos out too.